We're Jason and Emily Atkins. In 2006, we moved to Guinea-Bissau, a tiny country on the western coast of Africa, for an 8-month mission trip, and we've been here ever since. We run a metal fabrication shop to support development projects and ministries across the country by designing, building, and repairing equipment and infrastructure, and to provide vocational training for local welders. We really love all of the ways we've been able to be part of community life here, including close relationships with our neighbors and preaching and discipling through our local church. As our ministry's been expanding, we've outgrown our current space. Earlier this year, we purchased a 3-acre property in our current town of Kanchungu to build a larger shop, a house for our family, and a place to host teams and guests. We're just getting started on construction, and we'd love to show you around.
The first major construction project will be to build the workshop here. The shop's purpose has been to build and repair things that churches, schools, and development organizations can't find anywhere else in Guinea-Bissau. One of the projects we've worked most closely with is the drinking water filter factory we're helping set up. After helping build the structure, we've been privileged to be able to custom build several machines that they use in their production process, including a screening trommel that's used to screen sawdust, which is one of the 2 main inputs to making filters, and a pottery wheel. We've also been able to modify several other machines to work better in their application at the factory, including this hammer mill, which is used to pulverize clay, the other major ingredient in making filters. And we've also been able to work with the factory on production workflow improvement and quality assurance testing. Being the only machine shop in the region, in addition to helping with other organizations and churches' needs, we end up making or repairing all kinds of crazy parts for people who can't find replacements anywhere else, including generator parts, parts from agricultural machines like threshers and grinders, and car and truck parts. We're really looking forward to the extra workspace that this new, larger workshop building will provide, and the extra room to be able to set up several new pieces of equipment that will further expand our ability to help other organizations in their missions to help out in Guinea-Bissau. After the new workshop is built, the next project will be our house.
This is the spot where we plan to build a house for our family. We're looking forward to being close to the shop and having some open space for our crazy kids to run and play. We love all of the cashew trees that are growing all over the place and have already planted mango, lemon, and date trees. One of our favorite features about this spot is the water. We're about 20 miles away from the ocean, but we're right at the end of a tidal estuary that brings water from the ocean miles inland, filling and emptying with each tide cycle. Guinea-Bissau's tropical climate makes the salty water an excellent place to get some exercise and cool off, and we're looking forward to sharing this little lagoon with lots of friends. The whole time we've lived in Guinea-Bissau, we've loved having people in our home. Guinean friends and neighbors, missionaries from around the world, and visitors from the U.S. We plan to build a guest house for groups and short-term teams and a couple of simple bungalows for guests. It will be great to have this additional space where guests can re-energize and feel at home. And when we're not using them for ministry, the bungalows can also be rented out to help maintain the project.
Though we've only been at the new site for 4 months, we've been working hard to get started on construction. Right after purchasing the site, we got a team working digging a well, knowing that we'd need water for all of the masonry construction as well as making all of the cinder blocks there on site. No one was happier to see the first water coming out of the well than the well diggers. And after lining and sealing the well, we were delighted to find that when we tested the water, it was free from harmful bacteria, which is present in many wells here in Guinea-Bissau. The neighbors are already coming to get lots of drinking water from our tank. Though eventually the tank will be lifted up on top of a water tower, currently it's sitting in the space that we later hope to turn into a little playground for the neighborhood kids. Soon after the well began producing water, we got the news that our shipping container full of supplies was being released from the port in Bissau. We set to work clearing paths so the semi and mobile crane would have the ability to access the part of the site where we wanted the shipping container to be set down. Though the 50-ton crane did have to set our container down quickly as it started tipping over at one point, they did get it onto the ground with a minimal amount of damage. Crews have also been working to set the cinder block perimeter wall around the site. We've also been busy trenching for utilities. Though both water and electricity will be generated there on site, we're burying all of the conduit so that as we begin building buildings, we'll have water and electricity available. We've also begun construction of a small garage, which in the interim will serve as a storage place for construction materials.
Thank you for sharing our excitement about this new project. We hope to see you soon.